USA. Now, people believe that. The American people really believed at the time that if we didn't send troops in Vietnam, which I was happy to go because I was a professional soldier and I volunteered both times to go.
Mm-hmm.
Both times I went, I volunteered. I wanted to go. I wanted to be where the action was, especially after being on the Cuban deal.
Right.
I was ready to go. I wanted to go wherever war was. I wanted to go. I even made the call to General Rawson and told him, I said, I need to get where the action is.
General Roswell?
Rawson, Rawson.
Okay.
He wasn't married. Made 4-star general.
Wow.
That's unheard of.
But you're just a warrior though. That's
Right.
your mindset.
So anyway,
it wasn't about pushing back communism or
Right.
any of that. You wanted to be where it was.
so anyway, we went to the South, and that mission over there was to get the VC and the North Vietnamese out of the South. That was our mission.
Right.
That was what we had to do. But in the military and leaders we had, we all did a good job. But the civilian leadership was piss poor.
Right.
And I don't care if they print that, it was piss poor. Completely piss poor.
Still is.
Right. And it was just completely piss poor. Kennedy ended up getting assassinated. I was in Vietnam when they killed him in Dallas, Texas, which really was a morale factor.
Right.
I was there when they had a coup. They killed the president of South Vietnamese.
Yeah.
They had him assassinated. Who did that? The CIA, but they had concurrence from the top here in the USA. Everybody knows that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then they come up, and we found out that we were in hell of a shape because we were playing football again.
Yeah.
They could come across. We couldn't go to North.
Rules of engagement.
Yeah,
Kept your
Vietnamese,
hand
right. So the rules of engagement said, let them come over and bum the shit out of you and scrape you and set up laying mines, snipe you and kill you and everything else. But don't don't go to North. Don't go, let them go. You can't go. You stay right there. And how can you win a war when your hands are tied like that? So then we found out, and the Vietnamese people are good people, I'm going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. They're good people, they're hard working, and they don't have the luxuries that we have here. Like you just took a sip of a drink, it may take them 2 months to get a cold.
Right.
But I'm just telling you, so we got our hands tied of us, and they was used to it. So what they said is simple as this: well, we know you can't go to Laos, you can't go to Cambodia, you can't go to these other countries, you can't come over there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come down the trails. We're gonna, instead of just coming across that border, we're gonna come all the way down, surround you on one side.
Right.
So that's how they got resupplied, and that's how they got resupplied with men and equipment, because we couldn't do anything. So finally, it got so bad that, and I was over when this happened, is that they had to get permission from Congress to do something with the North Vietnamese, to try to let them get a taste of what it was in the South, give them a little bit of that medicine back in the North. So they had what is known as the Bay of Tonkin resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby, I wasn't a witness to it or anything like that, but I'll guarantee you it wasn't a soldier over there that you talked to. And I don't go during if it was a Marine, if it was a Navy guy, or Air Force, or what it was. They all said it was a fixed deal, that the North Vietnamese did not fire on that destroyer. They said that the way they heard it through the grapevine and the rumors, and I'm not saying this is true, is one that submarines fired a torpedo to make sure it didn't hit the ship, and it went in front of it, and the ship commander, I know George reported he was receiving fire.
And that's
And so immediately they the word got back, and they went before Congress and told them that ship was attacked in international waters on the high seas.
With a torpedo.
Yeah. So what the hell we doing in the first place? Off of in the bay off of North Vietnam, close as we could get about going in the waters. But who just said we wasn't in the waters?
Right.
So if it did fire, maybe they had a reason. I'm not justifying it, but just let me tell you, the gossip and the rumors was that we had to do something in order to get permission to bomb North Vietnamese. So we got permission from Congress and all, and I guarantee the B-52s and all, and that all these pilots, 500 or 600 that was shot down and captured, you know, McCain, all of them,
Right.
and they got shot down over there doing the job, you know. But I have to say we needed to do that. But then they had rules of engagement there. You could bomb this area, but you can't bomb this area. You can't bomb the residents of the Ho Chi Minh, the president, the one that was fighting, started the war in the first place.
Can't take out the
Well,
head
you
of the
couldn't,
snake.
you know, you had to be careful. Don't hit a hospital. Don't hit a school. Well, nobody wants to hit a hospital or a school.
Yeah, nobody's aiming there anyway.
But the point is, it's just like when they went to Iraq. Where did the enemy go to when we had the air power? They go to hospitals, they go to schools, they go in residential areas, and you can't in the rules of the game you can't do anything.
Right.
So again, you're playing that football game. You see what I mean? You can't win because they can run the score up on you, man, but you ain't gonna score.
Yeah.
No way you're gonna score. You can bring some smoke on them, you know,
Right.
and you can hurt them a little bit, but you can't win.
So basically, you just stick your guys
Yeah,
out
all they
there
can
to be
do
a
is
target.
they run across the road and wave at you because you can't do anything. So that's the situation that the military got into, but that wasn't the military's fault.
Right.
That was the civilian politicians.
Right.
Now, while we're talking, I'll tell you something that really bothers me is this, and this happened recently, okay?
Okay.
There was 45 or 50 congressmen or senators, okay,
Mm-hmm.
wrote a letter and signed it and sent it to Iran, telling them that any agreement that they signed with the USA is not worth the papers signed on, because the fact is that a new president could come in and the stroke on the ink pen, he can change it, or maybe Congress would override it.
Right.
Okay? Those people are traitors. It's treason. There's only two reasons that I can think of it, and I thought about it last night, half the night. It's only two reasons they could have done something like that. Because they took an oath that they would defend this nation against all enemies whatsoever, foreign and domestic. And and they didn't do that. And they're running right here now trying to justify what they did. There's no justifications. First of all, they did it to dishonor the President of the United States in the White House in the United States of America that he represents. Okay. He is the commanding chief. This means besides being the President of the United States, he is also the commander of all military, okay? Commanding chief, he is the guy. That's part of his job, okay? So that was maybe the purpose, okay? There's only one other reason you can think of 50 and you won't convince nobody. The second reason was to aid the enemy. So to aid the enemy, the same way any traitor or anybody that's ever did before. The last person was Eisenhower, had him executed. Yeah, come on in. Excuse me, Bobby, just a second. That's all right. We got to get it done, and I'm on one I want to sign, Jim.